Okay, so this is going to be a 2 or 3 part video here where we're making our Bertrand game piece, and it's the 4th tutorial that we've done preparing you for 3D printing and things like that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open a SketchUp window, and in this video we're really going to focus on how to bring in a JPEG and make that work in terms of converting it to a SketchUp file that we can then edit, and that may be something that you want to do with your game piece, and we're going to do a Bertrand Panther. So here's my SketchUp window. We want to work in millimeters because our game pieces, the constraints, because our 3D printer works in the metric system. We're going to open a millimeters. I'm just going to do woodworking, open my window here. And you guys, with this Google Classroom assignment, you have a ping image that has been attached to it, and that ping image is of the Panther. And so we are going to use a program on Google Chrome, and basically we're going to go from a ping to a DXF. So if we type that, our first website that pops up is this Convergio, I think it's called. I might be saying that wrong, but that's the one that we want. Ping to DXF. And it's set up already. And here is where you can choose where we're going to bring that image in from. If you want, it depends on how you want to do that. That image is attached to Google Classroom. You can put it on your drive and access it this way. For me, my Panther is on my computer. So I'm going to click on that computer icon, and I'm going to go where I have it stored. Yours will be in a different location. And I just have to find it. Here it is. So now it's added. I want to go to DXF, ready, and I want to hit convert. And it won't take too long here. Finished. And now I'm going to download this DXF file. Let's put it on our desktop. And we'll call it Bertrand Panther game piece. Save that to our desktop. I'm done with this for a moment. I go back to that SketchUp window that we opened, and now I go to File, and now I'm going to import that DXF file. So right now it's set up as, this may be different for you. Right here we want it to recognize a DXF file. So we want to go to the AutoCAD files, and then it shows me that one that we just made, BR Panther game piece DXF. And I'm going to import it. This is just telling me what it found. I close that, and there is our big gigantic Panther. And you could do this with any image, any JPEG or PNG that you find on the web, whether it's a football or a tree or star, or whatever it is that you may want to do. This is what we're going to work with now. Brings it in. You can see when I click on it, everything is highlighted. That means it's grouped together. It's made a component, and we want to edit that. What we really want this to look like is, let me show you that. Is this right here. So we want to get rid of some of the stuff that we see here. So I do that by double clicking, and now I've got some editing to do, and I won't be talking you through all of this. But I want to get rid of these little boxes over here. I could do a ton of erasing. I could click on my erase tool and highlight everything, but that's going to be pretty annoying. So I don't want to do it that way. I'm going to use my select tool, and I'm going to triple click that and then just click delete. Triple click, delete, triple click, delete, and now I'll be quiet while I go through this, editing out all of these things I don't need. So there's the outside stuff. Then I want to get rid of the inside stuff, and you can reference back to your picture, kind of get a look at things. really just trying to simplify it for what I want it to do to 3D print it. I don't need every single detail in the world in there. Zoom in a little. Don't need that. The interior of all these squares. If you wanted to do the box to get rid of them, you can if you're tired of clicking. And then I think I got to get rid of these two. Yep. So let's get rid of this too. And now our image is at least kind of edited to the way we want it to look like, and it resembles this picture that we brought in. Okay, now we have a problem though. It is, I believe it's pretty huge right now. So if I grab my dimensioning tool and just take it all the way over there, it's 63,156 millimeters. That's huge. So let's double click it again. We'll get our selector tool, open it up. Then we're going to go over, select our tape measure. We're just going to try to click on one end and go all the way kitty corner to the other. Doesn't have to be perfect. I click there and it makes that line. Before I do anything else, this is what I'm going to use to resize it. And if you watch down here in the bottom right corner, I'm going to type 60 millimeters. Okay, and I don't need to put the millimeters, but that's the format I'm in, the template I'm in. So I just type 60 and enter. Do you want to resize this active grouper component? Yes, I do. And now it is way down to the size that I need. And remember, your game pieces have to fit within a 6 centimeter by 6 centimeter by 12 centimeter box, which is 60 by 60 by 120 in terms of millimeters. So now let's check and see if we're down to a more reasonable size here. Yeah, 6 centimeters across, which is perfect for what we're going to do. I can get rid of my guideline, click back off of it, and now I've got an image. As I rotate it, you can easily see this blue access through it. So what that means is that our panther that we brought in has not been filled in. It is still kind of hollow. So we want to fill that in. So here's how we're going to do this. Now we double click on it, and anywhere on here we need to draw a line which will tell this image that I want to heal it. So let's zoom into any corner. I'm going to click on that when it's a green dot, and I'm just going to slide up that line until I see another green dot and click there. So I'm redrawing that line, and you can see that now it's filled this in. I've got one more that stayed hollow, and I want to do the same thing there. Anywhere it's green to another spot that's green, and now that is filled in. So now this becomes something where I can push-pull it and kind of edit this. Here's the problem. See, none of these lines registered in the middle in here. So now we need to bring those in. So all we do while this component is open, I drag a window across it, highlight the entire thing, and now I want to right-click it, and I'm going to slide down here to where it says Intersect Faces. And I want to do that with my whole selection. Okay? And now you can see that all of these things can be edited, selected, different surfaces. So now it's ready to push-pull. This one did not get selected, so let's see if we can make that one work. And did we get it? Yeah, we got that one now. There we go. So I'm going to get rid of all these small interior spaces I don't need because I want it to be hollow, similar to our ping image here. So I'm going to click on these surfaces and get rid of them. I'm just doing the same thing, clicking on it and then hitting delete on my keyboard. So now I have brought in a JPEG, converted it to this DXF file, which, in case you're wondering, that means basically an AutoCAD file. And I've imported it into SketchUp. I've done some editing in here. And now if I wanted to make it three-dimensional, I could do that, and it would be ready to 3D print if I wanted. I missed this one section because it's floating. And now you can see what I'm talking about. For this assignment, we want to leave it flat. So I just undid it, and we're going to leave it flat for now. But that basically completes this portion, and we'll talk about what we're going to do with this later on in our next video.